When you pan a camera across a scene, you're looking at it left or right. It's literally moving across your face. Now think of it this way. When you're in the car as a passenger and not the driver, and you look out the side window, the landscape is panning past you. It's going from left to right, or right to left, depending on whether you're going fast, backwards, or forwards. Now, what I want to show you here is how we're going to pan the camera to go left and right across this particular piece of footage here. And I'm going to zoom out just to show you that I took a mountain scene from the web. I just went on to google.com and did a search for mountains, and I found this artwork here. And I'm simply going to pan across this. So, alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new camera so we can do this. So, I'm going to go to my element menu here. I'm going to choose Add Camera. And I'm going to double click to rename this camera Pan. And what we're going to do at this point is we're going to attach a peg to this camera, but I'm going to extend the exposure first of all of this image. So I'm going to go to like frame 20, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to extend the exposure of that particular artwork. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my pan camera and I'm going to attach it to a peg. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to right click on the frame 1 and add a keyframe. I'm going to go to frame 20 and I'm going to right click and I'm going to add a keyframe. And now we have some space for our camera to move around. Now let's go ahead and grab our animation tool here. And what we're going to do is with this tool, we're going to literally transform the camera's position from one part of the screen to another. So I'm going to make sure I'm on frame 20 and I'm simply going to click and move the camera. I can hold the shift key down, of course, if I want to constrain this. And I want to make sure that I don't actually go too far out of the picture. And I'll go ahead and grab this again and move it some more. I missed a little bit, so let me grab that again. Click this guy here, and we'll just go ahead and hold the shift key down. And, okay, great. And what I'm going to do is scrub this to make sure the camera is actually animating. Now what we need to do is we need to choose the camera that we're going to render from, because if I just choose the regular camera and I hit return, watch what happens. It appears as if though nothing is happening because we don't have the correct camera selected. So I'm going to go ahead and extend my camera view here so I can see my camera list, and I'm going to choose the pan camera, and this time I'm going to hit the return key again to see what we have. And now we have a pan that's going across our mountain scene. So once again, it's very easy to do a pan. Simply attach a peg to a camera, add some keyframes, and then on the last keyframe, move your camera so that you're able to add the animation, and then choose the correct camera, which is what people actually forget to do. Choose the camera from the list here that you want to render from. If you just use the default camera or the camera here, what's going to happen is you're not going to see anything and you're going to think you did something wrong. So make sure you go to the camera list and choose pan and then press return to preview your animation.